We came up with the idea of the water neighborhood. We have tried and drilled successfully a borehole in our training process using solar powered drilling. The solar panels are fixed to a flatbed trailer so that they can be rotated to catch the sun as it moves across the sky. It powers a air compressor, so we can drill with no carbon footprint whatsoever. I personally don't think it is the appropriate choice for commercial efforts because it's a little slower. We have awfully good success with a diesel or gasoline powered air compressor by itself, being able to do away with the second piece of equipment, which would be a generator. We have drill wells for farmers, for irrigation, supply powers for homes and business and use. In the water neighborhood concept, we would drill a well. We would elevate the water to a platform tank, 1,500, 5,000 gallons, whatever the capacity is. Then we would gravity flow that water into the homes and or common latrines in the area in many parts of the world. In Uganda, we have completed one of these that supplies a school and the housing for the school teachers. We have fitted it with a water purification device made by New Life International, which uses chlorine to purify the water. I took one of those to be installed at that school when I went to Uganda earlier this month. Next, please. This is just a video that shows the result or the opportunity for building the water neighborhood. This is a graphic. The idea would be to reuse the water for irrigation. The wells that we are drilling now, I am making a conscientious effort to encourage all of the drilling teams to think about the positioning of the well and what the next use of that water is other than drinking. For example, in Uganda and in Guatemala, we have adapted the well to provide a tilapia pond, which if used properly would generate $2,500 a year as an addition to the economics of that community, and then use the refuse out of that water during the rainy season and the dry season to provide intensive gardening, which in Uganda and other parts of the world where they have a dry and wet season, we can provide a third growing season, which obviously increases the economic potential tremendously and allows people to feed themselves during one of the most harsh times of the year in their environment. The plan also here is to use an injection well where the water is returned to the aquifer. There's that word I was looking for. I'm sorry. I've got sometimer's disease, Mary.
Not a problem. Yeah, and that answers a question that was in the chat about the recharge opportunity with these wells too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Would you like me to go ahead and play this so they can hear because
Oh
I
yeah,
was
please.
inspired.
Please.
So we'll just
Mhm.
listen to this and then you can continue on.
Exists on Earth. The water cycle is the source of all drinking water and other water on Earth. Setting up water neighborhoods. 1 million wells is actively setting up a system where everything that a person needs with regards to water is located on site. Water wells, recycling systems, storm and recycled water injection system, sedimentation and infiltration ponds, irrigation, sanitation, waste recycling, electrical power, and the farming of food is located on site within the neighborhood. The power for the wells, homes, businesses, and sanitary would all be supplied by solar panel. The wells would be on the farmland in the alluvial band. Small businesses and homes could be located in the highlands out of flood risk areas. The wells would have provision for use as injection wells or for delivery of irrigation or drinking water. The wells designated for use as drinking water sources would not be used for injection wells. The injection wells would be downstream from the wells used for drinking water. Contamination of the drinking water should be no greater than that which occurs naturally through the leakage from the bottom of the rivers and streams into the aquifers. I would designate the land uphill from the farmland and aquifer as a neighborhood. And it would have solar powered water wells, sanitary facilities, and lighting. The area would be designed to have housing for those low on the economic pyramid to those slightly above the bottom. The idea is to set up along streams and rivers on the high bluffs or hills surrounding the alluvial plain. The incentive for people to move into the area is easy access to food, water, sanitation, and power.
So Mary and other attendees, we have plans to put this in place in Uganda for an orphanage. We have created I guess I'll call it a service arm of 1 million wells that I have dubbed shelter and care, because I can't think of any group of people that need water more than orphans. They are economically, socially, educationally deprived, especially in all the third world countries. And as a result of that, they often leave those facilities and refugee camps without skill, without family connection, and without a support base altogether. As a result of that, I don't know the statistics in India, but in Africa, 90% of all young women leaving refugee camps and orphanages are victims of the street within 12 months, which is a travesty in my mind. The young men are really no better off. They simply are able to fend for themselves a little bit better in that culture. So we think that this is going to be a cultural change, an economic change, and quite honestly, just a total new way of life for the people that we provide this for. Next one.
It's beautiful. It's a reminder to all of us that water enables basically everything once you get
It
there.
does.
So, now I can play this if you want. Jim, did you have a comment or?
No, that's fine. Go ahead and play.
Well, I'm gonna fall down when I go like that.
That was the plan, Russell. We got a little bit of background noise, so I'm going to be close, but I wanted to ask you a few questions. We just showed up back to Bucadia at well number 2 after being gone for a week. They're over here drilling. We're no longer directly involved. How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. We want to get 1,000 wells in this area, and the only way it can happen is if someone else takes the authority and the initiative to drill. And so we have several people here, and we have a good leader in Stephen. He has developed a tool to remove the rocks that normally we would try to drill.
Very good. Last week in Gulu with the inner tubes around the parts of the drill apparatus, and here with this this long stick to break up rocks. Those are diversions from your drill and your prototype. How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's exactly what I want people to do. In fact, I would love it if they would figure out a better way than I've got to drill. The idea is to get water for people. It's not to, you know, enshrine my invention and make it holy. It's the tool that I think
You want
somebody else may have a better one.
excellent. So you want the water for the people, for the children, and this is not about egos or names.
No, doesn't have to have anything to do with me anymore. We're here. We've done it. It's going to grow here, and it's going to grow exponentially through Africa. Thanks to people like you and Jim and all of the people that are working together to get water to people that need a cool drink of water.
Excellent. And then lastly, how confident are you that these local folks are now empowered to keep doing this, keep drilling?
Well, considering the fact they've come up with several brilliant ideas already, and plus they've used the technology that they've had and been using for probably centuries, it's a good thing. And I think it's going to grow, not just from me, but from their intelligence and their innovations as well.
Excellent. Russell Crawford, thank you.
Pause it right here, if you will, Mary. And I don't know if you can back it up at all or not, but I want to just back it up until I say stop, please, ma'am. Whoa, that's, well, keep on, come on, going just a little bit more. Come on back, come on. More. 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 Oh, whoa, right there. Whoa. All right. Up there, right there, Mary. Okay, you see the young woman in the print skirt with the long gray, long sleeve gray shirt on, and you see the fat guy with the white hair immediately to the right of her. Well, you know, the only one with white legs in the picture.
Oh, that's you.
That's me, yeah. Okay, so the young woman her name is Mary A. Tang, and she is not of the tribe that is in favor in this particular region. So when she was, but she was a tremendous student while we were there. And I opened up a relationship with her again when I found out that she had moved away from Bacadia. She now travels with us. She is an early childhood development student in the local university in Bali. She is a member of the very first all-women's drilling team that we are putting together there in Uganda. She has, and Stephen and the other people who are a member of the tribe that's doing the drilling and a part of VRECU, they now have a contract for drilling of 16 wells for profit, which we are, I am tremendously, and I know RC is tremendously excited about it because they have taken it to another level. We went there knowing that we would have difficulty drilling volcanic tuff. And the eastern part of Uganda there's volcanic tuff everywhere on the Kenya-Uganda border. Stephen's crew successfully drilled through the volcanic tuff, got an operating well right up next to the base of Mount Elgon, if you want to look that up on the map, and successfully did it on their own. While we try to provide support for efforts of all of our people, this man and his crew have created their own support. We're very proud of their capability, and thankful that we were able to hook up with them. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's
Well, I'm
super.
gonna fall down when I-
Sorry about that.
Go back down.
That was the plan, Russell. We got to
Okay, let's see if we can get through. I think we have just 2 more slides. There's a lot of
this is just a true statement. We try to get people to recognize that they're not just giving a financial gift, that they're giving a life gift to whoever and wherever we apply that set of circumstances. I mentioned we have 5 drilling teams in Uganda now. We have trained in Uganda, I guess about 50 people. By comparison, Babuti has trained over 150 people in India. And we hope that we could duplicate Babuti's capability over and over again within all of the geographic areas that we move to. Harvey Falconer with I-58 in Guatemala is the originator of the tilapia pond idea and garden. So our people are now expanding the capability past anything that we, RC or I, ever imagined. I think. Of course, we thought about irrigation, but not about aquaculture, which is a whole nother set of circumstances. We are adapting Harvey's idea in Uganda. We are trying to locate the wells in a terrain where we can generate that kind of a tilapia pond intensive garden set of circumstances for the people. Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is all of the materials that we've created. And by the way, our materials are translated into Spanish. We are now trying to get them translated into Lugandan. We don't have them translated into any of the Indian native languages, but the people that we've used there understand enough English that they can translate for us. And we will soon have, if it's not already in place, a virtual training capability where I can send it. Yeah. Next.